Good evening, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I'm going to make a reply to Outback Zach and his video, Stupid Girls. Now, the first thing I'm going to say to you is I have seen pictures of girls, they stick their tongues out, and let me tell you something. The first thing I notice is they have the piercings. Now, when you have a little tiny piercing in your ears to wear little earrings, not too fond of that, but that's okay. Fine. But when your earlobe hangs way down here, like you're some kind of an ogre or something, that is just not attractive, I'm sorry to say. And when you pierce your belly button, you are actually risking a digestive infection. I mean, if that place gets infected with MRSA, you're really going to be asking for it. And that's the same way they will pierce their nipples. Oh, yeah, get a little MRSA there, and then you can have a double mastectomy. That's real sexy. Or how about this? They'll pierce their tongue, little MRSA there, and boy, you won't ever talk again. That's real sexy. I don't think so. So, piercing like that is just, no. I don't find that sexy at all. And I do have to agree with Outback Zach when he said that you people have these, what you call hobbies. Let me tell you something. I could get 20 bucks together and I could have the same hobby as you. Okay? Going to the movie theater or going clothes shopping is not a hobby. Alright? I've been on the hunt for Abraham Lincoln signs. I'm sure you guys have seen this on my YouTube. That's a hobby. Okay? And I know it kind of goes along the lines of Don Quixote, but it is a hobby. Okay? So that's radically different than what you're doing here. So no, you going to a restaurant and having dinner is not a hobby. Okay? And what's worse is that you do this on your parents' dime. That does not impress me. I would rather you say, hey, I went out to dinner, I paid for it, I worked hard to do it. Okay? I actually got myself a job, and I worked hard, and I earned up enough money to have a party for me and my friends. Now that might impress me. But to stand there and say, hey, my parents gave me X and Y bucks and we went out and had dinner, that don't impress me. That means your parents are rich. It doesn't mean you're rich. Okay? So, yeah. And yes, I have to agree with Outback Zach and his hypothetical situations. Why don't you have a real situation? Hey, I went mountain climbing, okay, and I really faced death. Now that would be a real situation. Hey, I went skydiving and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the ground in one piece. Now that would impress me. Okay? Hey, I was mountain biking, okay, and I totally lost control of my bike and I wasn't sure if I was going to live after that. Now that would impress me. Or hey, nothing better than this. How about I went ice skating and I wasn't quite sure if I wasn't going to fall and hurt myself. Now hey, there you go. I'll take that. Okay, when you're doing something like that, that's a real situation. If you're on a train going 140 miles an hour and you happen to walk out on the ledge and you happen to see the landscape and you're kind of afraid that the little railing will break off and you might tumble about 20 times and get yourself good and killed, now that's a real life situation. I would be interested in hearing about that. But all these hypothetical situations, let me give you a hypothetical situation. Yeah, you could be just standing there having a party and all of a sudden an asteroid could fall from the sky and just knock you out permanently. Now there's a hypothetical situation. Do you mention anything about that? Of course not. Okay? You come up with these stupid hypothetical situation. How about a real hypothetical situation? You stand there, you're at the crosswalk, the light turns green for you, you start walking across the street and a car may actually just hit you anyway because he doesn't want to stop for a red light. Now that is a real hypothetical situation. That could actually happen. Why don't you talk about something like that? Something that's really plausible. Hey, I got myself locked into a tanning bed and I almost cooked myself. Now that can really happen. Anyway, and I love these relationship status. One day you're single, the next day you're in a relationship, the next day you're engaged, the next day after that you're back to single again. You know what I notice about those relationship statuses? They don't have one that says, I'm dead. I would love to see that. You know, hey, my status today is I'm dead. That would be cool. Alright, and they don't list that one. They'll say then there in the list, I'm sick, or I'm bored, or I'm this, but they never list I'm dead. What's up with that? Can't Facebook add I'm dead to the whole dang thing? Hey, I died today. Yeah, kind of cool. Don't have to worry about my bills anymore. But they never list that. So, there you go. There you have it. Those are my thoughts about stupid girls. Now, he did a part 2 where he was talking about these girls and they take these pictures of these poses. Let me tell you something. When you get to a certain level of posing, I'm sitting here going, I wonder how many vertebrae you're damaging your body to actually do what you're trying to do. Okay? Are you some kind of a contortionist? Huh? Are you limber? You know, that's what's going through my mind. You know, how many vertebrae are you going to break today? Yeah, that's real sexy there. Oh, I broke 3 vertebrae today looking sexy. Oh, yeah. Don't think so. So, you kind of wonder, man, what are you doing? I mean, are you straightening every muscle in your body? Are you going to be sore tomorrow? You're not going to be able to walk tomorrow? Let me tell you something. You take those sexy pictures tonight and then you walk around sore tomorrow. Well, you're not sexy tomorrow. You're just sexy today. I want somebody that's sexy today and tomorrow. And maybe the next day after that. I mean, if you really want to take a sexy picture, put yourself in the racks. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, I stretched my spinal cord. So, you know, that's just the way I think about it. But anyway, there's my response to Outback Zach. I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.